Good day, friends, lovers, and viewers. Today is another day the Lord has made for me to address another important question. The question before me today is: so, does God hate some people and love some? Does God naturally hate some people and love some? Now, this question is coming from Romans chapter 9, verse 13, where Paul was quoting Malachi chapter 1, verses 2 and 3, that says, Jacob I love, Esau I hate. So it means that from creation, even before we are born, God has chosen some people to love, and He has also chosen some people to hate. That is a very terrible picture to paint of God. Very terrible picture to paint of God. God does not hate people naturally. God does not hate people before people exhibit characters and actions that warrant the hatred. No. Now, if God hated Esau even before they were born, then God is a God of injustice. Now, there's something that we need to understand. Jacob and Esau, God being an science God, God who knows everything, He knows the end of a thing even before the beginning. God has known the lifestyles of these two children, the life they will live in future. God has already known them. So the choice of God here is not based on before their lives. God made His choice based on what He has seen, how both of them will live their lives. This is what informed the choice of God of choosing Jacob, not that God decided to hate Esau even before they were born. No. Now, with this explanation that I'm about to bring, you will understand why God decided to choose Jacob. Look at the lifestyle of Esau. A man who could sell his birthright for a plate of food, his birthright for a plate of food, is that person kind of person to entrust with a divine destiny? No. Now look at it again. Somewhere along the line, Esau also married hidden women that frustrated the father and the mother. So by nature, Esau was an unstable man emotionally. Esau, by marriage, in short, he brought pains and misery to his parents. So Esau was not a man to be entrusted that kind of divine destiny. Now look at Jacob. Jacob was a quiet man. Jacob was always at home, there to run errands for the mother, and the father. At the end of it all, God has seen, knowing ahead of these two children, has seen that no, if this destiny is committed into the hand of Esau, Esau will make a shipwreck of it. He will make a mess of it. So this is where Jacob is coming in. Now, the love of Jacob here is not because God decided to love Jacob. No. It is, take note of what I'm saying. God, knowing the lifestyle of these two children, made His choice based on His foreknowledge. His foreknowledge of the destinies of these two children. Now, when the Bible says, Jacob I love, Esau I hate, the Hebrew word for hate there, the hate there is not an emotional hatred. The Hebrew word for hate there is sonne. Sonne simply means to reject, to love less, or to set aside for another. So it wasn't emotional hatred. The hate there used there simply means that instead of choosing Esau, Jacob was choosing instead of Esau. So that passage can be interpreted to mean, yes, I decided to choose Jacob rather than Esau. Not that God emotionally hated Esau. Now, with this explanation I have, you cannot see the reason why God decided to choose Jacob. So that passage, that Romans chapter 9 verse 13, is not painting God as God who chooses people and naturally hates some people. That would be injustice on His part. Then those who are going to hellfire, we have ground. Say, after all, God hated me even before I was created. So why should I bother myself to live a righteous life? No. The choice of Jacob And the rejection of Esau was based on God knowing ahead of time the life that these two children will live. This is what informed the choice of God, and not that God decided to hate Jacob and love Jacob and hate Esau. Well, like as usual, I did not intend to make my video longer. I will stop here. But in case you are not clarified, get back to me. Until I come away next time, please stay out of trouble. God bless you.